I used to sit at my desk at work wondering, is this it? I had a good job, a great paycheck. People thought I was successful. But deep down, something didn't feel right. Something felt off track. And let me be real with you, it wasn't a dramatic movie moment. I wasn't sobbing in the parking lot or storming out of meetings. It was really subtle, quiet, almost invisible from the outside. It looked like me showing up every day, doing everything I was supposed to do, but feeling like I was drifting away from myself. And I'd catch myself staring at the clock, wishing meetings were over, scrolling job boards at lunch without even knowing what I was looking for. It was this quiet ache, this feeling that I was made for more, but I couldn't name what more was. If you've ever felt that way, like you're meant for more, but you're not sure what that is, you're in the right place. And I want you to hear this. You're not behind, you're not broken, you're just ready for something new. Today, we're going to talk about how to uncover what you truly want in your career. Not the surface level answer, the real deep answer, the one you've been trying to access for a while now. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome back. Or if this is your first time here, I'm so glad you pressed play. I'm Renee Frey, career coach and expert recruiter. I've helped thousands of people figure out their next move. And let me tell you the stories I've heard. They're all different, but the question underneath is always the same. What do I really want? And here's the thing. Most of us have never been taught how to answer that. We've been trained to focus on achievements, responsibilities, and keeping the peace, to make others proud, to stay on the path. But today, I'm giving you a better way, a clear path, one you can walk starting today. Let's make this simple and powerful. Let's start with why it feels confusing in the first place. Most of us grew up with external checklists. Graduate college, get a job, work hard, move up. That was the formula. And let me tell you, I followed it to a T. I went to college, got the stable job, climbed the ladder, hit the goals. I even remember the exact moment I got a big promotion at Target. I should have been thrilled, but instead, I felt nothing. It was like I'd reached the top of the ladder only to realize I was leaning against the wrong wall. And that's the moment I knew this isn't about making a living. It's about making a life. And along the way, we stop checking in with ourselves. So when you pause for a moment and ask, what do I want now? Of course it feels unfamiliar. That's because you're finally slowing down enough to hear yourself again. You're evolving, and that's a good thing. But here's what can happen next. Once you hear that quiet inner voice, the next question becomes, now what? You might feel excited, but also a little overwhelmed. You know change is needed, but you're not sure where to start. That's where clarity comes in. Not surface level lists or generic advice. I'm talking about real grounded insight that helps you make aligned decisions. Here's a 3-step process I use with my clients to help them get clarity. This process has helped job seekers, executives, and even people pivoting industries. And I think it will help you too. Let's break it down. The first step is taking an energy audit. Make a list of the tasks you do each week. Then mark a plus sign for things that give you energy, a negative sign for the things that drain you, and an equal sign for things that feel neutral. Here's a quick example from my own life. When I was still in a corporate role, I realized I loved coaching others. These one-on-one conversations lit me up. But the endless reports and meetings, total drain. This step isn't just busy work, it's data. And it tells you the truth your brain might be ignoring. When you see those patterns, you start noticing what fuels you. That's your first breadcrumb. The second step is creating a career vision snapshot. Take a moment and picture an ideal day at work. What time are you getting started? Are you remote or in office? Who are you spending time with? What kinds of projects feel meaningful? What kind of support or structure do you have? One of my clients recently did this exercise and realized her ideal day didn't start with a Zoom meeting. It started with a walk outside, a deep work block, and then collaboration time. Once she wrote it down, it became so clear. She didn't need a total career change. She just needed to find a role that honored her rhythm. This is about alignment, and writing it down helps you anchor what matters. Step 3 is asking the 3 lens question. Ask yourself, what am I naturally good at? What do I enjoy doing consistently? What do people or companies seek out that skill for? Where these 3 areas meet is where momentum lives. And let me tell you how this played out in my own story. I was always the person people came to for job advice, even before I had any formal coaching training. I loved writing resumes, helping friends prep for interviews, and making career plans. Turns out those natural conversations were a clue. Fast forward to today, that's the foundation of my business. Your career doesn't have to be built on what you've always done. It can be built on where you've always been. Doing this kind of work takes emotional effort. It's easier to stay busy with job boards and applications. It feels more productive. But activity isn't the same as clarity. And clarity asks more from you, but it also gives more back. Clarity creates direction, and direction creates movement. And when you're moving in a direction that's right for you, you feel the difference immediately. Even small steps start to feel meaningful again. Here's what we covered today. Clarity is a muscle you build, not a mystery. Your energy audit shows you where to lean in. Your career vision snapshot paints the picture of what you're truly working toward. And the 3 lens framework aligns your strengths, interests, and value. Now, here's your next step. I want you to block 30 minutes on your calendar for yourself this week. Go through each of these steps. No pressure, no perfect answers, just start. That's all it takes. You don't need to have all the answers today, but you do need a moment of honesty with yourself. Ask, what am I craving more of in my career? What makes me feel alive? What's one small thing I can try this week? You already have more wisdom than you think. You already have what it takes. So write down one insight from today's episode, send it to a friend, or keep it somewhere visible, and that's your reminder you're allowed to want more and you're allowed to explore. And I'll be here cheering you on every step of the way. See you next week on the Conscious Professional Podcast.